All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, fellow Pandemonium travelers, this is Seattle Pandemonium Shutdown, day 360 by my count. I'm going to have to double check. I might be off on my count. It might have been like today. Today might be a year. I don't remember anymore because it's Pandemic Groundhog Day. Anyways, what's going on? What's going down? Texas has decided to just reopen, I guess. Lifting mask mandates. It's voluntary at various businesses. And basically liberals are upset. Now, I've gone over this multiple times. Again, the sort of glib take is, I have to stay in my house because you're afraid that if you leave your house, you'll get sick. Okay, well then don't leave your house. I'm gonna leave my house because I'm not afraid of getting sick. Now, I've been going out every day for a year, basically. And I gotta tell you, I see high levels of mask compliance. I mean, everybody's been to the grocery store. None of you are alive. None of you are alive still if you didn't go to some kind of store where other humans were and procured supplies for yourself. Yeah. This is a bubble car. So you've been around other people. Like you've touched things other people have touched, and either you just there was no COVID, so you're good, you're all right, or you followed some kind of protocols like, hand washing and hand face discipline and masking and social distancing, and so did the people at the store, etc., etc. So, Bob's your uncle, you didn't get COVID, even though you had to go out in a public place. Okay, so if there are voluntary sanitation methods in place, it's starting to sound like me about a year ago, by the way, we go about our business. I mean, you assess the level of risk to yourself, and you make a decision. If you live with older people or immune-compromised people, if you're immune-compromised yourself, then you take extra precautions. You don't have to follow the stickers on the floor at the grocery store to practice social distancing. I mean, you can ask other people to move away from you. I mean, you might start a fight depending on where you are, but if it's really your concern, then you move away from them. You keep your distance from them. I understand there's issues here, airplanes and other public transit, things like this, but we can't live like this forever. We can't. It's literally like farms will fail, cities will fail, entire industries will just evaporate if we continue to live like this. They're talking about, theaters, movie theaters might not really come back. We're all gonna be we're gonna have atomized viewership, just in our homes watching various subscription platforms, and not even be able to have water cooler talk with one another because we don't all go see the same movies, we don't watch the same TV, we don't even necessarily all watch sports anymore. People don't all watch baseball or football. Atomized culture. I don't know. So that's your COVID update. That's me being a broken record again, saying kind of what I was saying a year ago. Same kind of thing. People need to take care of themselves, take precautions, but we've got to get back to work. Also, moratorium on rent and all that. I mean, I don't like thinking about these things. I don't like thinking about that. It gives me bad vibes. I don't like it. What else is going on? Dr. Seuss. We kind of covered that yesterday. Go back and watch yesterday. I gave you my 2 cents about Dr. Seuss and being canceled, and like Dr. Seuss wasn't really canceled. So this is again one of these stupid linguistic things. Is the libs are like, the conservatives are complaining that Dr. Seuss got canceled, but he still has like 99% of his books are still in print. And it's like, yeah, but it's because Dr. Seuss wasn't canceled. A couple of his books contain material that the family doesn't want associated with his estate. So they exorcised, not exorcised, exorcised, you know, like a demon? Or I think it's exorcised. Like exorcised? Well, anyway. Thank you for joining me for the Kyle Doesn't Know What Words Are 20-minute video. Yeah, Dr. Seuss. What else? See, here's where I start to run out of punditry, right? I start to run out of punditry. So Neera Tanden, that's her name? Is a lady who was nominated by Joe Biden, I guess, to be something. Okay, so yeah, it's very vague here, and she had mean tweets about something. All this is all I know. Okay, let me tell you. Like, I'll try to tell you what I know based on not wanting to care about a partisan political story, okay? She had mean tweets that caused her to not get her appointment because they had to, I don't know, go before the House and vote on her, or was it the Senate, or was it a committee? I don't know. See, I run out of the ability to pundit at some point. And libs are outraged because this is right-wing cancel culture. Even though she's not canceled, she just didn't get that job. Like, again, cancel culture is Alex Jones getting erased from every major social media platform within a day. Cancel culture is Donald Trump getting canceled, deleted from every major social media platform in like a day. Roseanne, Milo Yiannopoulos, Gavin McInnes, people who are politically inconvenient being muzzled at a scale that makes your head spin. Like, every major platform. And then when they go to another platform, then all these journos, and especially the blue checkerati, are like, oh, there's white nationalists over on Parler. There's white nationalists on Twitter. What are you talking about? Like, okay, you cancel them from everything. Where are they going to go? They're going to go make their own platform. Then you complain about that platform and get that platform canceled. Literally Parler. They went to the big tech mommy and said, no, they're posting mean things over there that we don't like, so you should cancel this. Cancel culture. And then you have these midwits. I don't even know if they're midwits. They're non-wits. They're like, you know, cancel culture isn't real. It's just consequences for actions. And it's like, I can find you people saying all kinds of racist stuff on like Twitter right now. You don't care because they're not a pundit, they're not a active political class person. They're not a cultural figure like a Dr. Seuss that you're going to go after because you think it's really meaningful. You don't care about these little people. And I had somebody basically threatening to cancel me yesterday. And it was hilarious because turnabout's fair play. He ended up deleting his account. Thanks, guys. Yeah, cancel culture. Dr. Seuss wasn't canceled. Some of his work was censored, which I think I covered yesterday. That's not good. It's not good to erase history. It's the same thing with the statues and stuff. Now, I understand people reading Huck Finn or whatever, and there's N-bombs in there and everything else. I get it. But, yeah, Yeah, maybe I'm out of... So, Neera Tanden, yeah. I don't... She wasn't canceled. This isn't cancel culture. This is... She posted things on Twitter that enough people didn't like that they thought it was inappropriate to give her this job. She's not canceled from polite society about it. Like, ooh. Guys, you see this? Traffic is returning. Life is returning to normal. We were the virus. Wait, am I messing that up? Yeah, so I don't know what Neera Tanden's thing was. I don't know what her appointment was supposed to be. I don't know what her deal is. I don't even know what she said that's supposedly so, offensive or unacceptable. I'm gonna actually go out on a limb and say it probably wasn't. In fact, it probably was relatively benign and just happened to... It was politically expedient to not appoint her. And there's probably some... See, this is like meta punditry. There was probably some other pundit-like news media, real politic reason why she wasn't appointed. And it has something to do with probably let me take a stab at it. Let me take a stab at it, knowing nothing about it, because, hey, this is my program. You can turn it off whenever you want. They wanted her to not get appointed, and there are a certain number of Republicans in the committee, and so now they'll say she didn't get appointed because the Republicans are racist and sexist. Like, that's the reason she didn't get appointed, not because she said some stupid shit on Twitter that is insensitive or something. I mean, that's what Twitter's for, but okay. This is the fascinating thing. Having been on basically like a 5-year journey now, roughly 5 years. I mean, I followed some of the WikiLeaks stuff back in the day, back in the late aughts, when that was all happening. I kind of followed it. It was like, oh, okay, this is bad. This is really not good. But it really wasn't until the Trump era where the wheels came off of everything, and it was really like, wow, this thing is really messed up. Like, we're at the point where we're electing reality TV stars who mean tweet and often have hilarious tweets, by the way, RIP Trump's Twitter account. And everyone acted as though, again, like Trump was like the cause of this insanity rather than a symptom, or as someone said recently that I heard, it was like, no, Trump wasn't the river, Trump is the dam. And now that you've removed him, you've made it clear what's kind of going on in terms of, culture, society, government, and industry all kind of coming together in this techno-fascist state that is emerging. Like, it's sort of like every day things get a little more creepy, and it's really unpleasant, because it starts to feel like Alex Jones was right, and especially libs, for some reason, they hate Alex Jones, for reasons that are kind of escape me. But Alex Jones turned out to be right about a bunch of things, and it finally took this global pandemic situation to get people to accept the implementation of... Oh God, we got a luminous vest up there holding up traffic. Maybe we need to defund the police. I don't know. Can we go? Life isn't returning to normal. It's just bad traffic directing causing this. How? That is ironic. Yeah, it's not life returning. Well, maybe that is life returning to normal. It's the state messing up everybody's day. Like, it was fine, and then it wasn't, because there's some agent of the state up there telling us to not drive in the lanes of traffic. I don't know. I'm being a dick. Guy's just doing his job. What am I supposed to do? Was that Ian Fidance? What are you doing over here, dude? Maybe I'm all out of punditry. I mean, that's basically it, man. It's all political manipulation all the time, because, again, when we are talking about control over the largest regulatory state in the history of the world, I think, maybe China's bigger, I don't know. One of the largest economies, if not the largest. One of the largest militaries, if not the largest. I think the largest nuclear stockpile. Literal orbital launch capacity, okay? Look, the United States government is an interplanetary force, okay? I know that sounds kind of dorky, but it's true. If we wanted to go conquer Mars, whatever that means, the US government could and would get the means, motivation, and money to go do it and make Mars America too. Like, we could conquer the whole planet, the whole thing would be ours if we wanted to. Like Zimbabwe can't do that. South Africa can't go to another planet and stake a claim. We can. Maybe China can. I mean, North Korea has the orbital launch capacity. Potentially, they could land probes on other planets, technically making themselves a interplanetary force, right? I mean, you're thinking about the scale of these things. This is how conspiracies form, though, of course, is because you go, well, this is all under control. That's the frightening thing. I think it's not. I think that there are powerful incentives for various groups of people to cooperate with each other. This is often what we call the cathedral. And it intersects with media, government, education, intelligence, technology, industry, finance. Like, it intersects with all these things because you got to have all these different pieces in play to make big moves in the world. Elon Musk didn't just draw some schematics for an electric car and then, like, boom, it was there. He had to wheel and deal. He had to make investment decisions. He had to secure patents, all kinds of intersections with the state, at which point, he starts working on rockets. Well, that involves NASA, that involves the FAA, that involves OSHA, safety regs and everything. Intelligence briefings about other countries and their, orbital capacities and all this kind of stuff. You can't just start making rockets and launching them. The state gets involved and gets all up in your demon hole. So there's really no escape from it, and it has a stranglehold on our ability to become an interplanetary species, unless state failure or state capture results in us ending up, I don't know, just wiping the whole planet out in a nuclear firestorm. Well, it's Wednesday, so we're talking about nuclear firestorms ending reality. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.